Greater Good Radio. Connect, learn, heal, and grow. I've done a lot of training in internal family systems. And kind of the basic gist of that is we all have parts, like our systems are multiples. It's like a part of me thinks I should be sleeping. A part of me says, nah, I don't need sleep.
Yes.
Part of me says, maybe I should eat then. You know what I mean? So these are parts of us, and they all have their own kind of sub-personality to an extent, and they all have roles. And the roles are either to protect us, or typically it holds a wound, right? So the ones that are protecting are managing things. That's the one that makes sure you get here on time.
Yeah.
That's the one that makes sure Susan is doing a good job as a boss, as a wife, as a sister, as a daughter, and managing everything really nice and tightly. And then if that doesn't work, then the ones that jump in are like reactive, like firefighters. I want to put this out at all. No matter, that could be any kind of ism, right? Workaholism, excessive exercise and eating, just whatever, you know what I mean? It goes all the way up to like cutting and then suicide, right? So those are basically trying to take us out of pain, right? And then we have parts of us that hold a wound, right? Young parts that typically holding some type of emotional pain get stuck in there. And anytime those parts now didn't get what they wanted, they come up and they want to express themselves because that's what they needed at the time to kind of process it through, but didn't get it. Now it's stuck in time. It comes up. That's what we call a trigger or an activation. And then the protected ones have to kind of jump in and control that because that feeling for us, we've been spending a lot of time not feeling that. So what is really helpful is to be able to turn to notice it, like what is actually loud in our systems. And instead of shutting it down, setting it down, leave so on, acknowledge it. Here's the best example. So in this room where you're sitting, right, we had COVID, we had the remote schooling, right? So my youngest daughter is a kindergartner at the time, which, oh my God, you're going to, so she would sit over there, right? And then I would do stuff on my Zoom calls right here. It was like, the screen was over here and I would do my Zoom calls. And lo and behold, within a few minutes, guess what? Hi, Dad. How's it going? I'm here. And I'm on the Zoom call trying to be professional or doing something and be like, I put the thing, push the button to go to mute, and she cover my mouth like beat it, go away, And then my hands down here doing stuff like this, trying to like push like get out of here. I'm busy. And then next back again, boom, gets louder and louder and louder until finally it's like, I have to, okay, I'm sorry. My daughter is right here. Can you just give me just a second, right? So then put on pause. I have to turn to her and I give her all my attention and it becomes, okay, honey, what is it that you need? And it's like, it's that. Oh, okay. That's okay. Okay. And then once she feels fully seen and heard, then it's like, come give me a hug. Wait, where are you going? I can't even keep her anymore. She's gone. Right?
Yes.
It's the exact same thing with the parts of us inside.
Yeah.
Where the harder we try to push it away, the more resistance we do it that way, the more resistance, the louder it's going to get.
Yeah.
Right? We call it like a U-turn, like a Y-O-U turn instead of U-turn, right? And then acknowledge them.
Yeah.
And ask like, what is it that you need me to know? Especially if you're really visual, you would see it. It looks like something. It feels like something, and it'll tell you. It'll tell you very clearly. And then once that part feels that it's acknowledged, it feels like you really getting it, it'll drop its intensity on its own. You won't force it or anything. Now what we have is a relationship because with all of these parts in our system, we also have self, right? To me, it's kind of like that, the same as like ha, right? Ha is the breath, your spirit comes in with you at birth, leaves with you at death. There's nothing it needs to learn. It's just there. These are the moments that we have, like maybe when you're running and it's just peaceful, calm. I don't have to solve anything. I don't have to fix anything. And I can work out of this space so much clearer without a whole lot of, I got to fix and judge and analyze and so on. It's that kind of space. So that is almost like the sky behind the clouds, right? And then if the clouds are there long enough, the clouds are the parts. If the clouds are there long enough, it feels like there's no more sky, but there actually is. So then the work just becomes being able to reintroduce and notice that there's the sky that's actually there, and then build those relationships once again. And then the peace just comes because you have relationship. We're always looking at what's relationship outside, but it's the most important one is what's relationship inside.
Yeah.
it will absolutely mirror what goes on outside. If you resonate with Greater Good Radio, please join our community at www.greatergoodradio.com, where you can get access to exclusive content and offerings. Hope to see you soon.